Anime. Woo! We love anime. Anime is tough, right? And that is because anime has everything. They have people boxing. They have people playing football. Touchdown! They have good and interesting stories that'll raise your IQ like 30 points. They have Minita from My Hero Academia. And they have people dying. So yeah, they have all that shit. But one great thing that anime has that also makes me levitate like 5 dimensions is anime transformations. Now I'm not gonna lie, anime has some very tough transformations. They got Goku turning Super Saiyan for the first time, which is really just him turning his hair color yellow and it going up a little bit, but trust, it's tough. Bro said and beat anime's most nefarious races of all time, so you know what I'm saying, that like amplifies the greatness of the transformation. When I saw Goku beat Frieza, it's like I saw Martin Luther King Jr. in him for a second there. Martin Luther King Jr. was fighting against racism. Goku was fighting against racism. They're practically the same person for real. There is no difference.
What did he say?
They also got Ichigo's full hollow transformation, and not gonna lie, if we're gonna keep it a buck, that transformation is like top 5. Everything about the transformation was just tough. You can tell that Kubo had a good night's sleep before it was time to make that transformation. The design is just so tough. Bro is drippy. So yeah, Goku turning Super Saiyan for the first time and Ichigo's full hollow form are 2 good examples of great anime transformation. There are other great examples like Opium Ichigo. And there is Jubito, but I believe that Monkey D. Luffy, one of his transformations are one of the best transformations of all time. Which does kind of make sense because Monkey D. Luffy is like the greatest character in all of fiction. No, I am not biased.
Not the cap.
Gear 5 Luffy. Yes, sir! Now, Gear 5 Luffy is so tough. Oh my goodness. Bro, Luffy got clapped and died. Damn. But came back to life with dreads and started boxing. Now, before I fully cover Gear 5, I'm gonna go over every single Luffy transformation leading up until Gear 5, and I'm gonna touch Gear 5 because it's tough. Luffy is him and all his gears are add-ons to him being him. So when we finally get to Gear 5 Luffy is really just him quintupled. Hem squared plus hem cubed equals hem quintupled. Basic, elementary, and rudimentary hemimatics. Now first we gonna start off with Gear 2. Now if you don't watch One Piece, there is no Gear 1. This is Gear 1 and this is Gear 2. Woo! Now Gear 2, I'm not gonna lie, is a smooth little transformation. Bro activates Gear 2 and starts steaming and shit. Visually the transformation is alright, but you know he's about to fold some people, and that's low-key what a transformation is for real. A transformation should do 2 things. One, it should make the person stronger, done it. And the other thing it should do, it should let everyone who's around the transformation and looking at the transformation know that that person is about to boom people. Like when Goku went Ultra Instinct against Jiren, you were like, oh shit, because you knew he was about to boom people. When Mob reached 100%, you were like, oh shit, because you knew he was about to boom people. If you don't get that oh shit feeling, then that transformation was kinda chips, I'm not gonna lie. So although Gear 2 doesn't look as cool as Ichigo's full hollow form, it still is a tough transformation because you get that feel. If you're fighting someone and they start steaming, not gonna lie, say goodbye. And also Gear 2 Luffy is also tough because that's when he starts moving mad fast. Bro upped his body temperature and started flash stepping, bro, just like Ichigo for real. When Blue Note encountered Gear 2, not gonna lie, he could not handle it. Bro was out there struggling, he was not built for all that. You wanna know who else wasn't built for all that but was low-key built for all that but turned out in the end to not be built for all that? Rob Lucci, lame man nigga, and not gonna lie, this is also gonna bring me into Gear 3. Now essentially Gear 3 is Luffy making parts of his body bigger to boomy, and basically Luffy does this by blowing himself.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Now Gear 3 isn't really a transformation because like I said, he's just making his limbs bigger by blowing himself, but you know what I'm saying, he did call it its own little name, so we gonna count it as a transformation. You feel me? Now Luffy is 5'7", 5'8", short ass, but then guess what? That's why Gear 3 is so tough, because even though he's so short, he can make a fist and next thing you know he's 20 feet 6. Now you got a full speed 4,000 pound fist coming at you from a dude who's actually 5'7", and that along with Gear 2 is what Rob Lucci had to deal with, layman. And the crazy thing about Gear 3 is that it combines so well with like every other transformation. Bro can use Gear 3 while using Gear 2, he can use Gear 3 while using all the other gears too. He just be in the Tonka going bonkers. Luffy jumps mad high when he uses Gear 3. I feel like if I was fighting him in the One Piece verse, I'd be like kind of like terrified, because even if that fist doesn't like directly hit me, it's gonna cause like a big earthquake. I might get touched no matter what. But yeah, that's Gear 3. Now here's Gear 4. Now with Gear 4, there there are 3 types of Gear 4s, and all of the Gear 4s are cool except the last one. I don't know what Luffy was cooking with that one. But we gonna start off with the first Gear 4. Gear 4 Bounce Man. Woo! Now Gear 4 Bounce Man is goofy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's goofy in a cool way. It's like cool goofy. It has just enough goofiness to still be considered cool. Even though bro gained like 600 pounds, the form itself still looks cool. And Gear 4 Bounce Man is even cooler when that's the form that Luffy used to defeat this evil Iana. Bro said, Gear 4 Bounce Man! And ended Doflamingo's life, and by end his life, I mean put him in prison, but yeah. The next Gear 4 is Gear 4 Snake Man. Now Gear 4 Snake Man, in my opinion, is Luffy's second best transformation. Gear 4 Snake Man looks just like Gear 4 Bounce Man, except that Gear 4 Snake Man isn't 400,000 pounds, and Luffy's hair goes up, and because Luffy's hair goes up, it's tough. So the form itself looks cool, and plus this is the form that Luffy used to fight Katakuri. Now Katakuri is a 16'8" dude who can see the future. He can stretch like Luffy, he can move like Luffy. Not gonna lie, he basically was Luffy. And Luffy used Gear 4 Snake Man to barely beat that, so that speaks to how tough the transformation really is. Gear 4 Snake Man is